What's going on, guys? Snaggy here, and it's time to preview round 24 of the 2024 NRL season, guys. And this is going to be the round of the year, man. I'm looking through these games and I am amped for so many of them. And I truly believe at the end of this round, we're going to know exactly who the top 8 is. It's just going to be jostling for positions after this. I really do. We're going to have a pretty good idea who the minor premiership is. We're going to have a pretty good idea of who the top 8 is in general. For example, if Dolphins win, Dragons lose, all this sort of stuff, I believe we're going to know. It's going to be locked in, and then the rest is going to be who finishes where and teams playing for pride. So a huge round of footy this weekend, guys, and I absolutely cannot wait. And I cannot wait for this Thursday night game. It is going to be epic. I just cannot wait. It's going to be so damn good. Alright, guys, as always, drop in your 1 to 8, guys, who's winning these games, especially who you got in the Panthers versus Storm. But I want to see all your tips for the round, guys. Drop them in the comments there. And just in this video too, guys, we'll give all our tips. We'll go through all the games. We'll go through all the stats, stat attacks, all that sort of stuff, where teams are scoring tries and all that sort of stuff. I haven't put any punts down just yet, just because I want to go through my cheat sheets a little bit more. I want to get them right this weekend, so I haven't put anything down yet. They will come probably Wednesday night. This video will drop Wednesday morning, and just obviously make sure you keep an eye on my YouTube, so make sure you're subbed, guys, so those videos pop up. And I cannot wait. It's going to be a good one. We broke even on the weekend. I want to make some money this weekend. I also wanted to give a quick shout out to a bunch of people have been giving me super thanks lately, which is this feature here. Look, guys, you don't have to do this. I do this for free. I'm not doing it to make money. In fact, a few people sort of said in the comment for it, I know you don't need the cash, but just, wanted to give back for doing the content all the time. Again, thank you so much. Like I said, you don't have to do that, but if you do, just know, guys, it's not going in my pocket. I'll do it to do things to make the podcast better, and if it ever does start making crazy money, I will just be giving that money back to grassroots footy in some capacity, whether it is buying kids boots, whether it is paying membership fees, all that sort of stuff, guys. So I just wanted to say thanks, because I was just like, the bunch came through last week. I was like, Jesus Christ, guys, it's cool, man. You don't have to do that. I love punt with the boys, chatting some rubbish about sports in a non-biased way. That's the whole point of this channel. We talk about footy, we don't talk about the refs, we talk about the punt. We have good banter. I love it. Absolutely love it, guys. All right, so let's get into it. Panthers versus the Storm. I'm just on the punt too, guys. I have been using Dabble and Picklebet as well. If you do want to join, guys, I'll leave links in the description of this video. And yeah, I really want a good weekend on the punt this weekend. I'm fiending it. Oh, so just on that too, I was putting together, I haven't finished it yet. I was hoping to get it up this week, but anyone that wants to join our Discord, I'll put the link in that as well. Good chat, game day chat, and just general sharing ideas with the punt. I feel the boys have just been sharing, like specials that different bookies have on and stuff like that, which is really cool. But I was trying to get this cheat sheet to everyone, and essentially all it is, I'll just run you guys through it. So this, for example, is Melbourne and this is Penrith. It's just data on what these teams have done during the year, but it's just a really good tool, what I use to pick things like, first try, what time it is, did they score first to 16, yes or no, total tries, that's a market that I like to use as well sometimes. This is the Melbourne page. Melbourne's total tries, opponents tries, winning margins, did they win the first half, second half, totals, first half totals, second half totals, and stuff like that. So I will try and get this to you guys at some point in time. I'm going to do a really good one for next year, but I want to get something up for this year as well, and I'll obviously have formulas in here as well. And just sort of how it would work is, right, say, first try market's pretty important, or whether you think a try will be scored in the first 8 minutes or not. I know you can get pretty good value on that. It's usually about $2 to $2.10 to $1.70, and you can hit it and it's done in the first 8 minutes of a game. So, you could come in here and look, like say Melbourne, are they scoring tries in the first 8 minutes? And like they have been scoring tries. You know, like Penrith, for example, you sort of get that feeling sometimes. You know, like. You know, I know a lot of people think, well, Penrith are going to win this game, but there's not much value, so I'll go them to win both halves. But if you actually look, you know, they've lost quite a lot of second halves just because maybe they're out ahead by quite a bit and they just let things slip. And it's pretty cool to have all the data in front of you so you can sort of actually get a look at it. You know, and I've always said if you can put something together like this and if it stops you from putting one dumb punt down, it's worth its weight in gold, you know. So, like I said, you can have a little look now. You can screenshot it if you like on the screen, or just pause the video and have a little look. So this is the Melbourne one if you do want to screenshot it and have a little look-see. But like I said, I'll try and do this better for next year, like wouldn't mind breaking each team into halves as well, like how many tries each team scores in halves, because I know sometimes a good market can be score over, you know, 2.5 tries in the first or second half and stuff like that. I have done points in that, so you could come in here and say, you know, maybe, you know, total points in the second half. That could be a pretty good market, you know. You know, it looks like here Melbourne are scoring a lot of their points in the first half. And obviously, I could highlight it, put a formula here to, you know, work out the average of what Melbourne are scoring in first and second halves and the percentage of the times they are scoring first. Or you got to do a lot of the work yourself. You know, it's not just like, you know, it doesn't tell you what to bet. But like, for example, so Penrith are playing Melbourne, so you can sort of look at it and be like, well, let's just have a look at how they're traveling against top teams, because maybe, yeah, they're averaging 40 points a game or whatever, but when's the first try scored against these top teams? So they're playing Penrith, so 49th minute, then we have Roosters here, 12th minute, then Sharks here, 17th minute, then we've got Roosters again, 13th minute. So just looking at this, first try scorer after 8 minutes against top teams looks real nice. You know, like maybe tries are scoring in the 3rd and 8th and 6th minutes, but they're lower teams, so it doesn't really count. So, for example, Penrith, so Melbourne playing a top 4 team, top 2 team, you know, more than likely a try is going to be scored after the 8th minute. So this is why the sheet's really cool, guys. I will try and get it to you guys at some point in time. The only reason I haven't is I only was recording some teams, and it is pretty time consuming. But I'll get it up for you, lads. And like I said, I'm going to do a real nice comprehensive one for next year, and I'll update it every week and put it up so you guys can really, you know what's going on. It obviously takes a few rounds to get data. Like, there is no data for the first round. Eels this year might not be the same as Eels next year, same as Titans, Sharks, Bunnies. All these teams are going to be different teams, but by about round 6 you have some pretty good data of what's going on there, guys. So stay tuned for that one too, guys. All right, Storm versus the Penny Panthers. Now, Liam Martin and Sorensen out, which is pretty huge. So Liam Henry and Gaia come in. Now that is massive. I don't really like either on an edge. I love Liam Henry and Maverick Gaia, sorry. He's pretty big and strong, but like he does get manhandled a lot, and I think so. He'll be playing left, so he'll be against Katoa. I see pretty big mismatches there, so I like Katoa for a try in this one. To be fair, like I don't know, he just little flimsy there, but it's just funny. All these guys seem to do such a good job in these positions. Jake Cole comes in as well. Bench is a little light as well, but Dylan Edwards and Fisher Harris are named on the extended bench, guys. So, will they play? That's huge. Like, if these two come in, I'm all of a sudden much more inclined to lean towards Penrith. But yeah, it's tough, man. All of a sudden, man, Nelson keeps flipping and flopping where he is. You see on the bench one week, he's starting prop, then he's on lock, then he's on an edge. It's really strange, but all of a sudden, Storm looking pretty big and strong through the middle. You know, I know it's technically an edge, but from second row in, very big, very strong. You know, guys like Nelson, King, the Katoa, Blore, Liero, and then you got Big Tui Kamakamitha and Valapu. Is that how you say his name? Valapu? Lazarus. Dope name. I really like the look of this kid, though. He looks really good. So, yeah, she's going to be tough. Let's have a look how these guys are matched. So, at the start of the year, I've always said this. I've seen a lot of teams, like I remember, we beat them in round 3. I don't really care about how Penrith, if you beat Penrith in the first 5 rounds. I do feel like they're, you want to play Penrith in the first 5 rounds. They're there to win comps, not to win the first 5 games. They know they're good enough to make the finals no matter what, and yeah, I think they're using the first 5 games to tinker with stuff. When a lot of teams blow their wad in the first 10 rounds, we saw Sharks do it this year. They sort of looked like they were going to win the minor premiership there for quite a while, and then it just sort of, it fizzles out a little bit. Penrith and Storm, to be fair, both look to peak around September. So, yeah, it's going to be interesting. And this would have been the semi-final last year. 38-4. Penrith were just so good last year, man. We'll have a quick look-see here. So what have we got? Points scored, 540 to 448. So Storm's offense has been better. Penrith's defense has been better. Completion rates, Penrith have them 80 to 77. And 80 tackle efficiency, roughly the same. So 24-16 and 27 to 18. So not a huge difference there. So Penrith's defense not as good as last year. This was around 11 last year. So average of 5 extra points a game, which is pretty crazy. Play the ball speed, and a big advantage for Penrith it is at home. The Panthers have won 5 of their past 7 games against the Storm. Storm have won 7 of their past 8 away games. Brian To'o has scored 6 tries in his past 4 games against the Storm. Josh King will make his 150th. And Nathan Cleary, the GOAT, has scored 64 points in his past 4 games. Some teams haven't scored that many points in the last 4 games. No, I'm sure they have. But still pretty damn crazy. Tell you what, if Cleary keeps scoring the points he's going to overtake Cam Smith for point scoring record before he's 30. Cam Smith took until he's 40 to get those numbers. Let's have a little look what the predictor says. 24-18 to Penrith. What's it? Under 42.5. I'll be taking that, I think. I think we're going to see a lot of defense on show. Storm have shown that they can defend. I mean, their last one against the Roosters, they kept Roosters to 8. I know they have been leaked. There's a lot of big points in here, guys. Oh, you guys can't see the full spreadsheet on here. But I'll have to move that across. Doesn't matter. But yeah, they obviously can, keep opponents to lower scores if needed. It just sort of seems like they don't feel the need to all the time. So, yeah, she's going to be interesting. So, points scored, points conceded, try. So if you're looking for, you have to go against Penrith's right edge. Now, this is a little... I saw a few things during the week. Bloke in a bar and all these guys are saying that it's a massive liability, that Penrith's right edge, because they look at this number and go, wow, 58% of their tries are scored on Penrith's right-hand side. That is true. 33 of their 57 tries have been scored on that side. However, that's because there's been none on the left. It's pretty much impossible to score there. And I actually did the numbers, and they're only 9 through the middle. They don't leak tries through the middle. So, of course, the tries are going to be on the right. It is their weaker edge, but I actually ran the numbers. It's the 6th the 6th best right edge defense still. So not incredible. It's not like the best right edge and these numbers are wrong or anything, but it's not like they were acting like Penrith, like on Bloke in a Bar. They were acting like it was like terrible right edge defense. And don't get me wrong, Tungal's missed some tackles and stuff like that, but Liam Martin's been a bit in and out, Origin and stuff as well. Cleary's been out for a big chunk of that time, so it's not like it's been like Liam Martin, Cleary, Tungal, and whether it's Tago or Taruva on the wing, it hasn't been locked in that whole time, so it's been a bit shifty and shapy. So I'm not overly worried about it in the grand scheme of things. But if you're taking try scorers against the Penrith Panthers, it has to be on that edge, because teams will see this and go, well, that's where only anyone's scoring tries. We have to attack there. So I'd be taking Storm's left edge for tries if you're looking for those. So your Blaws. Who is on their left edge for this now? Because obviously I was going to say Coates, but he's obviously not playing. So who is on their left? It'll be Blaw. And is it... So it's... Grant... Where's Warbrick? Oh, Warbrick's too. So Warbrick's right side. So it'll be Grant Anderson. And is Nick Meaney their left centre or Jack Howarth? It's Meaney, right? Whoever it is. Sorry, I probably should look that up before I came up with this scheme. It's hard to know who everyone's left and right centres are in the whole comp. But yeah, so I'd be just looking at those, and I wouldn't be going anywhere else. Probably Blaw for value, especially coming up against, would it be Liam Henry, and Guy would be the other side. So if you want some value, maybe there. But yeah, and Storm do score down that left side area. It's also Munster's side. Munster's pretty crafty down that side too. So I'll be looking down that left-hand side, guys, for your try scorers. Now, I'm taking Penrith to win just because they've sort of owned Melbourne. It's at home. And Melbourne's the one team... One sec. Normally when players are out, I'm like, oh, that's going to weaken them. So Melbourne's the one team, Penrith's the one team when they have players out that I'm just like, well, they're still Penrith. So I don't really care if team players are out or not. They're obviously going to be weaker because of it, not as strong. I'm not saying they're the same team, but they just, the amount of times I've been like, there's been like 4 pretty key players out and they just still look exactly the same. I'm like, well, I clearly can't. So I'm going to take Penrith in this one, but like not that confident. I mean, some pretty solid outs there. Sorensen and Liam Martin defensively. That's where the edge defense starts. Pretty big out. So, yeah, I'm going to take Penrith, but with 6 out of 10 confidence. Yeah, so I think Storm can win this one for sure. I don't think people realise how dominant the Storm have been. I mean, just to get put... This is the other thing on Bloke in a Bar. I was like, what are you... There was I don't know what it is. I feel like the media does this in general. There'll be 2 teams or 3 teams. It's usually 1 or 2 that are out on top, and they try and find stuff wrong with their. They like pump up, and I'm not just saying they shouldn't either. Pump up the teams in the bottom half of the 8. Like, oh, they can win the comp. They can win the comp, and they sort of talk down. I don't know if it's like a strategy for them to like make the game seem more exciting, but this is how. Like, we're in round 24. This is Melbourne Storm's losing margins. All right, so they've lost a game by 2, a game by 7, a game by 6, and a game by 2. So all up, what's that, 13, 14, 15, 16. Total losing margins, 17 points. And if you divide that by 4 to get the average, you're going to get about 3.8. So they've had 4 losses by an average losing margin of 3.8. Melbourne are really, really good. I was sitting there. I haven't watched Bloke in a Bar in about 5 or 6 weeks, and I was sitting there going, "What the hell are these guys on, man?" I normally love the chat, but I'm like, they were talking like Penrith had the worst right edge defense in the comp, and Melbourne can't win the comp because they're leaking too many points. I'm like, dude, they've lost 4 games by 2, 7, 6, and 2 points. Like, they're killing it, bro. Like, yeah, wow. Bellamy would like a few of these numbers a little lower. You you're never going to have the perfect run. So I think both teams are absolutely flying. I think they're first and second, and there is a bit of space to third, and then quite a bit of space again to fourth. But that's just my opinion. I've found that every year that the media really pumps up the team sort of fifth or fourth. Sometimes it's so. Last year it was Warriors, and then down, and they were just like talking, can Newcastle? I was sort of sitting there going, Penrith and Broncos are untouchable. Like I was saying, pretty much from round 20, I'm like, no one's coming close to these two teams. Like the Broncos and Storm, Broncos and Penrith are head and shoulders above third, and the semi-finals game showed that. I mean, Penrith beat the Storm, was it 24 plus, and Broncos beat the Warriors, I think it was 20 plus as well. Like, they were clearly the two best teams, but I don't mind if it pumps up, makes us want to watch the games more. You don't want the media going, Bulldogs, no chance, they can't win, and there's no chance the Bulldogs can win this, so I guess it's pretty cool. But I sit there and go, what? Seagulls versus the Wars. I was pretty shocked at the odds. I don't think Warriors have been playing horrible footy. Not great, but $5.10. Wow. If you're a Wars fan. All right, so I've been saying this for the last few weeks. All of a sudden, Manly looking scary. Kohler back, Aloye back, Corey Waddell back. And I think there was a couple others back as well, but I mean, you got Simply, Kohler not making the team, Corey Waddell not making the team. How stacked is this team, lad? But they look good all of a sudden, Manly. They really do. We got this Lehigh Hopewadi. I said in my post game, to me, like, I've watched all these Hopowadis come through, and I believe he's the end of the run. I believe he's the last Hopewadi from that stud farm that family created. And this kid, I've been the most impressed with him out of any of them, I think. He looks nice. But in the forwards, all of a sudden, I love when Paseka and Aloye are in the starting team. I love Croker back. I thought Lawton looked so good on that edge. I was so impressed with him. It's I don't know if Kohler can't make the team or they're just giving him another week, but all of a sudden. All right, Tamari Martin out. Okay. Yeah. All right, so how did these guys match up this year? That's right, they had the draw last time. And Warriors got them at the end of last year. Form, obviously, with the Seagulls, 4 of their last 5, and Warriors, 1 of their last 5. Yeah. Seagulls have won 8 of their past 9 games at 4 Pines. Warriors have only won 1 of their past 5 games at 4 Pines. Tommy Talau scored 10 tries in 9 games. DWZ scored 5 tries in his past 2 games against the Seagulls. Jason Saber scored 8 tries in 4 games against the Warriors. Yeah, I'm going the Seagulls in this one, guys. I reckon we might get some points from the Seagulls too. Probably go Seagulls first to 6th. They haven't been starting super quick though. It's a bit of a tough one. I was about to say I'll take Seagulls to win the second half, but Warriors have been scoring plenty of points in the second half too. We could see a scoreline like this, obviously not with the odd number, but that high 20s to high teens. Totals, where are we? Under 52. The line 52. Tom Travojevic to score. Ola Kawatu. Warriors with a big head start. Looks nice. How much have Warriors been winning by losing games? Lost by 2, lost by 10, won by 12, lost by 2, lost by 1. So that I actually don't mind that if you are a Wars fan. I mean, like I said, Seagulls have been blowing teams off, but Warriors plus 14.5 is pretty tasty. Like that's pretty damn solid. So pretty much the only thing I like about is goal kicking. Could really halt that score. So Sean Johnson is back. Sean Johnson is back for this one. Yeah, it's a bit of a funny one. It's going to be interesting to pick some punts for that one, actually. All right, so where are the Eagles doing their damage? Pretty evenly across the park. Warriors, same. Where are they conceding? So left side so you'd be looking at DWZ or anyone on the right hand side for the Warriors if you're looking for Warriors guys, and Warriors conceding pretty evenly across the park. So anywhere. Anywhere. Jason Saab on the right side. Yeah. What's the weather going to be like up there? So it's at 6 o'clock, so just be night time, but just doesn't have the weather there. Yeah, I'm going to the Seagulls, guys. Go on the Seagulls. I genuinely think the Wars can keep it close. I don't think they're that far. Luke Metcalf? No way. I was about to say, so Luke Metcalf's named here. Montoya's back. That's huge. Adam Pompey's back. So they've got a lot back, but yeah, I just hate the way the Warriors play at the start of. I hate the way they play at the start of games. It pisses me off. Like crash plays for Kurt Catewell and Nakora when there's nothing on. Like I watched him run. Like Nakora's a beast, 1-on-1. If he's isolated 1-on-1 with a half, but he was crash playing into 3 players sometimes. I'm like, he's a beast, but he's not that big a beast. He's not crash playing through 3 players 10 metres out. Like, you know what I mean? That's not happening. Kurt Catewell's not crash playing anywhere. You know, he's not worth going to crash play if he's isolated 1-on-1 with a half. You know, so unless Catewell's in a hole, you don't throw the ball to him. I personally believe he's not even really dominant enough to get a super dominant, like, fast play the ball. Dylan Walker, yeah, have to wait and see. But yeah, I'll go Seagulls, guys. Roosters Eels. Sevo back. So we're pretty much unchanged. Kulamattangi Lussick. Sevo named on the extended bench. I was sort of thinking, I'm surprised they're playing Blaze Talangi, like, to be fair. I mean, he's playing in the centres. Just pretty much just giving him NRL experience to then go join Penrith next year, who's pretty much, been your arch rivals. Like, yeah, I find it a little strange, but big dogs are back, lads. Big dogs are back. Tedesco, Tupou, Suali'i, Manu, Dom Young. That is a hectic back 5. Look at that back 7. That is glorious. That is absolutely glorious. Spencer starting, Lindsay Collins starting, Angus Crichton, Victor Radley, Connor Watson. Don't like the Connor Watson. I like Connor Watson off the bench. I'd rather Satili or Nafuma White there. But I'm not mad at it either. Like, he's sort of so good you have to start him, but at the same time, I just think he's better off the bench. And I just they think the power game will work a little better that way. I think, yeah, I just feel like I like the power game at the start. If you want to start and say Satili, play power game, bigger, faster, stronger guys for the first 20, power through the middle, and then I think Connor Watson comes on and plays 30, even for the rest of the game, whatever. Then you can sort of play a bit more of a ball playing position. But I want my first 20 minutes. You even watch Isaiah Yeo. First 20 minutes, he's more running and turning guys under than, sort of linking with the outside guys. So, but Robinson's tinkering with it. All right, so they've played this year. Roosters got them, not convincingly, but 10 points. Roosters, 4 of their last 5. Eels, 1 of their last 5. I do feel like they've been better than that, but, that's the way it is. Roosters have won 5 of their past 6 games against the Eels. Blaze has scored 7 tries in his past 8 games. Roosters have scored 116 points in the last 3 games at Allianz. Whew. Yeah, I'll be taking Roosters over 30 points in this game, I'd say, guys. The Eels have won 1 Eels have won only 1 from 9 games away from home in 2024. Suali'i has scored 6 tries in 4 games against the Eels. Oof. Will it be against his mate? Will it be against his mate? He will be on... So Suali'i plays left side and Penasini plays right side, doesn't he? So yeah, they've been playing each other, I believe. Will Penasini play right side? Yeah, Will's right side. No, left. I think they are. Someone help me in the comments. All right, let's have a look. So try scorers, this should be tasty. We should be able to get some try scorers here, guys. Parramatta have been scoring points, even in losses. So if we come here, so Parramatta have scored 34, 30, 14, 16, 16 in 4 losses. Like, that's pretty solid. So Parramatta to score over 6, 8, 10 points is probably pretty likely. And also, if you look at Roosters as well, they've winning games obviously, but leaked 34, leaked 30, leaked 24, leaked 12, leaked 6. So I like Parramatta to, whenever a team's a big favourite like that, sometimes I like to take the underdog to just score a certain amount of points. Just because you get more value. Like, for example, to get Roosters, and you have to get them to score over like 27 points to get any value, whereas in Parramatta to score 8 points will be better value, and they have been scoring that. So, also Roosters coming off a bye. You can start a little slow after a bye, so I like Eels to score a few points. Maybe you could take them over 10.5. 2 tries should get you a few. Not. I won't get you $2 or anything, but it's a nice leg to chuck in a multi. I could see the score being this. I'd probably put Roosters a little closer to 40, but I could see that roughly being the scoreline. Totals, where we're looking under and over 51. Dom Young, Tupou, Manu, Tedesco, Angus Crichton there for your try scorers, guys. Eels, Parramatta with a 17.5 point head start, $1.95. Well, let's have a little look. How much have Roosters been winning games by? So they've won by 6, 4, they lost. Won by 30, and then won by 34. So the last 3, I don't know if I had the plums for that. Let's be real, Roosters could win this 50-0. But also it could be 28, 20. It's this is, this could be anything. This could be anything. I mean, Parramatta got, pretty damn close to Penrith last week, so you don't really know. All right, let's have a look where the boys are scoring them and leaking them. Roosters. Where are you? Are they our Roosters? Yeah, like I've been saying, guys, I've been harping on this for the last few weeks, but I'm liking Roosters' left edge, even though right is where a lot of people have been putting them down. Your Tupous, your Crichtons, your Suali'is, and Parramatta. Where's Parramatta been scoring them? Where are the Eels? There they are. Pretty evenly. And where Eels been leaking them? Right side. Pretty even. Yeah, I like Roosters left. I like your Crichtons, your Tupous. Get a little bit more value there as well, guys. Yeah. Roosters to win. Doggies. Why is this not refreshed? Doggies. Oh, Mark Nichols, the GOAT, out. Who comes in for him? So Kenny Bromwich lock in the scrum. Max Plath. Ray Stone. O'Sullivan. Yeah, this is a really interesting game. This is really interesting. So we have a look at the ladder. Well, Bulldogs are on 30 points. I thought they were on 28. Yeah, so Doggy, so they've got quite a bit of a better for and against too. Yeah, so Dolphins just want to win this to stay in the finals. It's not that I don't see them jumping up at all. Oh, they'll take over the Cowboys if they win and Cowboys lose. They'll move up one spot. But yeah, they just need to win to stay in the 8. And Doggies just really want to just keep doing what they're doing. I mean, it's going to be hard to get the Sharkies to get in that top 4, but yeah, I just feel like you really, if you can, sounds stupid, but like for example, you wouldn't think there's a huge amount of difference between playing, 5th and 6th. Like you get the same thing, you get a home final, all that sort of stuff. But I do feel like whoever comes 5th is going to have a much easier game than the team that finishes 5th or 6th. So for example, let's just say it finished this way, but Bulldogs swap with the Seagulls. Bulldogs playing Cowboys is a pretty damn hard game versus, Bulldogs versus the Finns. I think they'd probably like that game a bit more. Or let's just say the Dragons sneak in or the Knights sneak in. I feel like any of those games are better than, or maybe the Seagulls drop here or whatever and whatever. Like, you get what I'm saying? I believe there's 7 really pretty good, strong teams, and I believe whoever creeps into the 8th spot is really making up the numbers. I feel like Dolphins, Dragons, Knights, Raiders, if they snuck in, it's not a good thing to say, but I don't see them doing anything other than getting bounced first round. Whereas, Cowboys and Seagulls, they've shown they could beat good teams and go on a bit of a run. They're a little bit tougher. So you definitely, to me, want to finish 5th. We'll give you an easier game than finish 6th or 7th. Definitely, 7th is much harder because you've got to play it away from home. But yeah, I think you want a 5th over 6th. Normally I would say who cares, it doesn't matter. But this year I think it does. I think playing, you're going to get a much easier game out of 5th than 6th. So big game. Like I said, Dolphs can't jump them if they win, but the Seagulls can. If the Cowboys win by 100, they can. No, it's not going to happen. So I'd only concede the Bulldogs dropping one spot if they do lose. But still a huge game. Hammer has to step his game up. Yeah, any outs? The Salmon's back. The Sex Bomb. Damn, Bulldogs pretty full strength besides Max King, but I would almost argue that Samuel Hughes and Curran have been better anyway. But, pretty full strength. So we've got Preston Kirkman. So where's the Salmon? The Salmon goes to the bench. Yeah, I like that better than starting Salmon and having Preston on the bench. Let's have a look at their form. So Doggies flying, 4 of their last 5. Dolphins a bit patchy, 2 of their last 5. Doggies, yeah, just so many points leaked. And unfortunately for the Dolphins, Doggies have worked out how to score them as well. I mean, if you look at their last 3 games, they're averaging about 28 odd points, nearly 30 points a game. So that's pretty damn solid from the Doggies. They've been defending all year now. They're scoring them too. That's not fair. All right, let's have a look at the stats, see how these guys. Bulldogs have won 9 consecutive home games. This technically isn't a home game for them, guys. They're playing at Bundaberg. Jermaine Asako has kicked 28 consecutive goals. Bulldogs have won only 2 of their past 9 games in Queensland. That is a little concerning. Cody Nicaragua will make his 200th. Bronson Sherry has scored 5 tries in his past 5 games. Let's have a look at the little matchups here. I think I might take the unders on this one. I know it's risky, but I think I'll get some value out of it. 48.5. That's a weird score. I don't see that happening. I don't see the Dolphins scoring. If Bulldogs score 27, I don't see how Dolphins... I could see Dolphins scoring 20 points if they win, but I don't see how Doggies would concede 20 if they've scored 27 because they're pretty good defensively and you're going to go pretty long patches without scoring. Yeah, so I don't agree with that. Here's your try scorers, guys. Addo Carr, Crichton, Carraz, Sherry, Burton's due on, isn't he? Doggies minus 5.5, 3% edge. Not bad. All right, see where they're scoring them and leaking them, lads. Bulldogs, pretty even. Left side, 35 tries this year. Right side, 36. 6 in the middle. Well, that's Not opening up teams through the middle, but really just going around them. Just doggies just going around them. Who are that? Dolphins. And Dolphins are they're a hard team to bet on left and right side because like one game they'll go down Bostock's side heaps, and then the next game they'll go down Asarko's, or they'll spend 3/4 of a game down one side, then shift it to the other. Bloody frustrating to watch, I tell you what. Points conceded. Bulldogs. See, this is the same thing I was talking about Penrith before. You look at that and you oh my God, they're conceding so many tries down their right edge. Yeah, 28. It's not that many at all. 28 tries. Bugger all. It's like we're 20. It's just over a try a game. You know, it's not that much. Dolphins, where are they conceding them? 31. So probably go down their right side. They've conceded 34 down there, so which should be down Kickout's side, Sherry's side, Addo Carr's side. I'd probably look at there, guys. Have a look at tries down there. But I'm going to take the unders on this, whatever I can get, just because sometimes suburban grounds, it's a bit weird. You just, because you don't play on them often, and it's sort of, the ground can be a bit funny. It's just, I remember just going and play basketball sometimes, and on your home court, like, you're just lacing threes. And then you'll go to, you just play at some other place, and it's the same. It's a wood floor. The hoops are 10 foot off the ground. It's all the same, but you just start clunking them. It's weird. Just running on that different ground. No stadium. It's going to be at Bundy. There's no real stadium there. It's real suburban-y. You know, it's just, even just goal kicking can be a little off. You just feel it, or it just feels different. So I'm going to probably go to the unders on this one. But not under heaps, you know, not like real low scoring, just because. But I just think I can get some value because both these teams have been scoring points and getting, Doggies haven't been getting conceded on, but their total match points in both teams have been pretty high. So I think in their last three in particular. So hopefully I'm hoping the odds are a little high and I can just sort of get a little sneaky one, get the unders. I was tossing and turning on this one head-to-heads because I need a game where I know everyone in my tipping comp is taking a team and I can go the opposite, but also have a good chance of winning it. And I noticed that everyone took the Bulldogs. And Bulldogs have been playing so off their heads lately. I feel like, you know, it's you have to have a flat game. So I was thinking about taking the Dolphins in my tipping comp because I don't feel like anyone else. Yeah, so I think the Bulldogs are going to win. But I think I'm going to tip the Dolphins just so I can, because I'm catching up, but I'm still a bit behind and there's not many rounds left. I have to take at least a couple risks to try and get up the top. And I just can't tip the same as everyone else. So I'm actually going to take the Finns in this one in my tipping comp. But I think the Dolphins are going to... I just think the Dolphins can win. But I like, you know, if I was winning my tipping comp, I'm for sure going Doggies. So I think Doggies win, but I'm taking Dolphins in my tipping, guys. So take that with your will. If you need to take some risks in your tipping comp, maybe take the Finns in this one. But if you're doing good, just lock in them Doggies. Lock in them Doggies. They're consistent, man. That's the thing. They're consistent. The defense is anyway. All right, let's go to the next game. Oof, big one. So if we look at this, look at the ladder. Yeah, Raiders are toast if they don't win this one. Yeah. And Cowboys just really need to win. To me, a huge advantage for Cowboys is if they can finish 5th or 6th. I think 4th would be even better, but that's looking unlikely now with that last loss against the Broncos. They fumbled the bag, something chronic. Not only that, got a hiding, so it smashed their for and against as well. So the Cowboys really fumbled the bag there. They really did. Man. But anyway, they can still hope in a 5th or... Obviously, they've got the same amount of wins as the Doggies. They've still got a bye to come. Guaranteed win. Guaranteed 2 points. So, Cowboys haven't... I don't think they're leaving Townsville for ages or whatever. And if they can get a home final to start the finals off as well, I just feel like that's a big advantage. You know, so if we come down to the Cows, right? Well, so they travel once. They travel down to play the Bulldogs, which is like, you know, that could be for a top 4 spot or a home final possibly. But they really fumbled the bag. So they go home, then bye, and then they've got a home against a Storm, which Storm could be resting players. And then they do have to go to Belmore. Oh, it's at a core stadium, actually, to play one there. And then they're back at home. So they wouldn't have left home since round 20. Well, round 22 would have been the last time they would have left twice. And then they had 2. Oh, so yeah, it starts way back here. That's right. So round 18, home, then a bye, then home, then away, home, bye, home, away. Not much travel for them. Like, Cowboys used to travel a lot. So if they can also jag a home final, I think that's massive. I think that's really massive for them. It's a lot of other teams travelling around a lot and stuff like that. So, yeah, I think Cows really need to win this one. They really do. And obviously, Raiders want any chance of playing finals, even though she's slim, just because of this for and against is so horrible. They really need to win this too, but we could be crossing the old Raiders off the list after this one, guys. We'll have to wait and see, but you know, like I said, they've had a much better year than everyone thought. Gave them credit for, which is good. So, Cowboys got them in June. I don't know if Fogarty was there for this one or not. I'd say not by the date. Both teams coming off a loss. Pretty disappointing losses, to be fair. Raiders have been pretty good after a loss. I'll give them that. So if you're a Raiders fan, I wouldn't be looking too gloomy. I believe they've had a couple big wins after losses this year. So I wouldn't be writing them off, but yeah. So that's what sorry guys, I bloody forgot to go to the team list and sort of go over that first. Huge news. So Townsend's been dropped and Clifford comes in. I can't believe this hasn't happened sooner. Chad Townsend is already thinking about living in Bondi. Chad Townsend has checked the hell out. I have been so underwhelmed with him. He's clearly just wants to get into podcasting and bloody playing golf. And that looks like all he's been doing. He doesn't look like he's been training at all. And I can't remember what games it was, but I just remember going, this Clifford dude's awesome. I think they might have beat Penrith with Clifford. And I don't remember Clifford being a good player. Like, I remember him. I've got a horrible memory. As soon as someone leaves the NRL, I forget who they are. Went to Super League, I believe. And I don't remember him being good. I remember him being, like, okay. But I was so impressed, especially with his long kicking game. Like, he was putting up... I was like, was that Burton? Like massive kicks. I couldn't believe it. And then as soon as Townsend was available again, Clifford's out. I was like, I think this Clifford dude might be better. I was really impressed. Now, there might have been some stuff that Peyton saw that he didn't like, that I didn't see, some lazy marker stuff or some missed tackle. I don't know. But just as far as kicking game goes, just because Dearden's not like a noted kicker, he's good, but, you know, like he's not a Cleary or whatever. I think Clifford's going to make a big difference. I really do. So I'm excited to see how he looks, and this could be that change. And if it is the right change, man, Toddy might have fumbled the bag a little bit in not getting him in sooner. Because there was the Cowboys were poised for top 4. I know they've dropped a few games, a couple games at least. What they, if or shoulda, coulda, woulda won, they'll be sitting at least equal with, you know, Sharkies right now on games won. For and against probably be a little worse because Sharkies have absolutely demolished some teams. But yeah, we'll have to wait and see. But I'm really excited to see how Clifford looks. I really am. Cowboys have won their last 5 games against the Raiders. Xavier Savage has scored 3 tries in his past 4 games. Felt has scored 5 tries in his past 3 games. Raiders have won only 2 of their past 8 away games. Dearden will play his 100th. Shout out Dearden. Right, let's have a little look-see at there. Cowboys 28. I reckon, like, change that to an 8. I reckon that's what the score's going to be. I really do. Let's get the totals here. Under 50. I'm going to go overs. I'm taking overs. Felt, Tuolungi, Drinkwater here, guys. Let's see where they're scoring them and leaking them. So Raiders are scoring them on the right. I don't like taking Raiders for try scorers. I just never hit them. I'll have a look and I'll be like, oh yeah, okay. I like Huddy Young for one here. I like his matchup, blah blah blah, and then he just knocks the ball on like every time he has an opportunity or so. Where's the cows? Where's the cows? There they are. Pretty damn even. 40 tries each, left and right. This is just get the coin toss, guys. So cows leaking them on the right. So maybe look at Canberra's left. That's the only real advantage I can see there, but not really. I'll probably stay the hell out of try scorers in this one, to be fair. I'll probably just looking at my double ups for it. Yeah, we'll see how we go. But yeah, I'm going to take cows to win. But now onto an absolute slinger. West Tigers versus the Rabbitohs. Why's his jersey got blue arms? No one else does. Is he wearing an old jersey? Alright, so Junior Tupou back. Is he in? Oh, he's not. I love watching Junior Tupou play. Tony Shakur. Seyfarth starting. I love me some Seyfarth. Sfanu. Pole back on the interchange bench. Junior Tupou, easy. Man, I tell you what, Dolphins got a good one with him. If he can hold on to the ball. Cheekhand out. Jacob Host in. Liam LeBlanc. So we've got Gagai. Oh, this is going to be a slinger. Absolute poo slinger, guys. Yes, finally, Tallis Tunkin starting on the edge and Cam Murray starting. I might take another outsider here, just quietly. West Tigers have won only 1 of their past 11 games at Campbelltown. Rabbitohs have won 8 of their past 9 games against the West Tigers. Jerome Buller has scored 5 tries in his past 6 games. Rabbitohs will play the first game at Campbelltown since... I was about to say Tigers. They've played at Campbelltown since 99. Charlie Staines has scored 3 tries in 3 games at Campbelltown. Man, guys, I'm gonna take, like I said, I need an out, so I'm gonna take the Tigers to get one here, eh? I've been, if you follow our things, we go over the stats at the end of the games, and they've been completing high. They've been tackle efficiency's been pretty good for a team that's getting pumped every week. Like their tackle efficiency is better than a lot of teams that are fighting in and around the 8, stuff like that. So I've got to take a couple of outsiders. I like the Tigers to win this one. It's at Campbelltown. I think Rabbitohs are completely clocked off at this point in time. All the Trell Mitt stuff. I reckon a few distractions. I like Tigers. I really do. I might even just take them with like a little plus, maybe plus 4.5 or something. Just to give me a little bit of an edge. 273. Yeah, I could get probably away with 6.5, just in case I get pipped at the post. They have sort of forgotten how to win. Probably still get pretty good value out of that. Let's see where they're scoring them and leaking them, lads. I don't mind Buller for one. Pardon me. You filthy pig. Now, who is it? Tigers and Rabbitohs. Tigers. Alright, so scoring, left. So definitely left side for Tigers, guys. And where's the Rabbitohs? Whoa, they're scoring most of theirs on the left as well. I think they've only scored 39 though, so I think that's more that they can't score on the right. They've only scored 21 all year. Where are they leaking them, lads? left side. Pretty heavy for the Bunnies end. Right, so Tigers right side. So yeah, probably take Bunnies left side if you want try scorers, and Tigers right side for try scorers I'd be looking at. Yeah, like I said, I'm going to go Tigers, guys. Like I said, if I can make up a game or two on everyone else, we're good. We're good. Been a bit of a poo year on the bloody head-to-heads for me. I made up a bit of ground in the last maybe 5 or 6 weeks, but still not bloody good. Not bloody good. All right, well, it's a big game. So let's have a little look. So Dragons, so still well and truly in the hunt, and Titans, they're 2 gone now. I know they got 4 games left, but that's not happening. So Titans playing for pride, but I know they're probably still telling themselves we can make it. But I think deep down they know they're not. Dragons, a win here. I mean, the thing is they really need to. This for and against that game really hurt them. That last loss really did. Really did. Now, one thing I wanted to check is how do the Dragons play after a loss? Because I have memories that they've actually been pretty good after a loss. So, yeah, that's right. They got touches up. I want a little bit more recent than that. So, where's some losses? All right, that's right. They lost to the Bulldogs handily, and then they took care of the Panthers. That's right. And then they looked real nice all of a sudden. Then they lost to the Sea Eagles, and then had a real good win against the Dolphins. Then they got touched up against the Roosters, but then beat. Yeah, that's right. I had a feeling they were having really solid wins after losses. And then, obviously they won this, but they got pretty, I wouldn't say embarrassed, but it wasn't good against the Doggies. They were never really in this. They got outplayed 1 through 17. So I'm gonna go Dragons in this one, guys. I'm gonna go Dragons in this one. Moses. I forgot about this though. Sele and Sully out. Jack Bird comes back. All right, so how are they running out? So if Kyle Flanagan's out as well, guys, I know he's doing his trial thing right now. I'll probably flip this to the Titans, but if they run out like this, Jesus, they look similar, don't they? I wonder if they're related. Molo, Dabble, Sewer. Ooh, 2 Couchmans as well. Look how similar they look. Wonder if they're related. Still a pretty good team. Yeah, right. So if Flano's in, if Flano's playing, I might take. I'm gonna have to sit on the fence with this one a little bit, guys. I'll probably take Dragons, but if Flano's out too, I might just have to. You'll see when I do my TikTok and short YouTube video. I'll say who I think's going to win, but I'm definitely leaning towards the Dragons. I've been really impressed with them after a lot of their losses this year, and I think they'll be pretty embarrassed after that Bulldogs loss. Everyone was talking them up, including myself, and they got Bulldogs pulled their pants down. I know it wasn't a 40-point loss or anything, but they lost pretty convincingly. Dragons have won 3 of their past 4 games against the Titans. Titans have lost 5 from 5 at Wynn Stadium. Dragons have won 3 of their past 4 games at Wynn Stadium. Foran pays 300. Shout out to Kieran Foran. Sloan has scored 9 tries in 11 games at Wynn Stadium. Sloaney for a try. Where are they leaking them? Are they leaking them through the middle? I think they are. Whoops. Ooh, Titans do leak them through the middle. Sloan through the middle off an offload. There you go, lads. Try scorer for you. Let's have a look at our overs and unders here first. Yeah, Sloaney's scoring. Slowly scoring, lads. Titans plus 5.5. 3 under 51.5 is a 7% edge. Wonder why they think that. Give me a look here. So last time these guys played, Dragons got them 28-4. Both coming off losses. What's the totals in these games been? Alright, so Dragons 38, 30-something, 56, 56, 54, 40. Oh, you'd have some... I'm thinking about taking unders in it, but you'd need some plums. I'll tell you what. Under 52. I'd have to see what the odds are. Oh, if I can get under 50... If I can get under 54 at decent odds. $1.95, that's pretty good money. How funny is it how time just stands still when you got unders, eh? I love when you got unders and you're looking at the clock and you're like, it'll be like 18 minutes to go until the half's finished or something, and there's been a couple of tries or whatever, and you're like, oh, we're not in bad position here for the unders, you know, wouldn't want another try before, you know, like in the next few minutes though. And you're looking, it's 18 minutes to go till the half, and you're like, all right, and you watch the game for a while, you're like, surely plenty of minutes are off the clock, and you look down and 16 minutes left, and you're like, what the hell, man, that was longer than 2 minutes, what the hell's going on? Oh, I love it, man, I love it, I love gambling. All right, so where they scoring them and leaking them, guys, this should be interesting. Titans, 43% left, so we're looking AKP. Never gets one when I want him. I tell you what, I should just do you guys favours and just bet on AKP to score every game, and you guys just go Jojo for feeder. You guys will win money every week. I tell you what, I'm just that good a guy. St George, where are they? 50%. Scoring on the right. Zachy Lomax, 30 of the 35 tries. Right, where they leaking them, lads? Titans, this will be interesting. So left side. So they are leaking more on the left. It's not substantially left. But yeah, like I said, I like Sloaney through the middle. Look how many they're leaking. 32% of their tries through the middle. I like Sloaney through the middle. That seems nice for me. And Dragons are leaking them right side. Yeah, so AKP, left side, guys. AKP and Sloan. Lock it in. Chuck, if you're feeling fancy, chuck Lomax in as well. Go Dargans to win. Up the Dargans. Sharkies. Oh, Sharkies. All right, still no... Ronaldo. Ooh, Ronaldo Mulatalo named. All right. Ooh, look how deep this reserves bench is. Puru, Ueli, Trindle, Mulatalo. And this dude, I just want to watch this dude play footy. Oh, you can't see. There you go. This dude play footy. I can't pronounce your name, lad. I just want to watch him play. Go to another team where you can get some game time. Go to the Doggies or something. Some team that needs middles, so I can watch you play, lad. You're a beast. I hate that when there's a really good young beast. He probably doesn't have, and then he's at a team with stacked forward pack and just can't get games. You're like, come on, man, I want to watch this dude play. That dude from the Warriors, man. What a monster. Sifa played in the second row there. I don't mind him there. All right, they're going the same way. Brayley. I really liked the way they looked with this lineup, hey. They're pretty much just playing 7 forwards and a half. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yeah. I like it. It's tough. I think it's going to be too tough. Big Hetherington's playing as well. All right, okay. Sharks have won 3 of their past 4 games against the Knights. Knights have not won at PointsBet Stadium since 2014. Katoa has scored 7 tries in his past 8 games at PointsBet. Tyson Frizzell has scored 3 tries out of 4 games. Wow. Stone Street has scored 4 tries in 3 NRL appearances. 3 of them were in 1 game, though, weren't they? All right, let's have a little look-see. Overs, unders, and all that good stuff. 29-18. Actually, sorry, just before I get to that, I just wanted to check this. Okay, that's right. Oh, they haven't played this year yet. So they played twice last year, and this time they're only playing once, and it's right at the end of the year. Both teams coming off a dub. A much more impressive one, brother. Sharks aren't going that bad. Everyone's ragged. They're 3 from 5. It's not that bad. I mean, bottom 8 team, bottom 8 team, bottom of the top 8 team, bottom 8 team, bottom 8 team, but still, like, it's not like those teams are all horrendous or anything. They're not great either, though. With exception to the Cows. Knights. Not bad. Yeah, okay. All right, I've been loving Katoa's side. We've been cleaning up with him. He's been good. I just like the Sharkies team, the way it's constructed. I don't know if you can do it building forward, but I like it to win these games. I really like the Sharkies to win this. I really like the Sharkies to win it. What's our totals looking like? Under over 48. I'll take the overs. I'll take the overs. Thank you very much. Over 44. I mean, if Titans score 1 try in that, it goes over. Maybe not. There's always points, though. Pretty much if there's 2 nice early tries, I think this goes overs, and if there isn't, I don't know, it'd be very dicey. Yeah, I've already done that, haven't I? All right, let's have a look where they're scoring them and leaking them. Sharkies, left side. Oop, that's conceding. We'll go scoring first. Sharkies, still pretty left side dominant, but I like I said, I've been liking Katoa. I dare say this has been tightening up. This number's been getting bigger. Knights still scoring theirs on the left. Give me a look at this team list again. It just doesn't look as good, does it? It's just... I just don't like Marju does his best work outside of Bradman Best. I don't feel like Dylan Lucas is getting played properly. Kalen Ponga, he's been solid, but I don't know. I just don't know. I don't feel like Kai Pearce-Paul gets used properly. Adam Elliott's been a bit down this year and injured. Bench is looking flimsy. Yeah, I like the Sharkies to win this one, eh? I like the Sharkies to win. And points conceded. Where's the point these boys conceding tries? I'll tell you what, Sharkies' right side defense is really conceded 19 tries. That's really good. Like 19 tries on an edge, nearly in a full season, is really good. Like really, really good. That's like under a try a game. That's really, really nice. And right side not too bad either. I mean 24. Right, Knights are conceding on their right side, which is left. So maybe you go your Stone Streets, but take your pick, lads. I don't know. This might be one of these ones you can just have a bit of fun with and chuck Katoa in this bloke and that bloke in. Chuck a Nakora in. Something like that. Yeah. Sounds like a plan. All right, lads, that's it. All right, so we're going. Oh, so we've got to go back here. Jackie. Ooh, 8 teams, 1 epic ticket. Pissed off, eh, lads? All these are all sold out. All these travel packages. All the good ones that... I wanted to fly straight into Vegas. I don't have to land... I hate airports, bro. I hate airports. I don't want to land at LA and then have to catch another flight. I hate Lincoln. I just want to fly straight to Vegas and straight home. All right, so we're going Penny. We're going Seagulls. We're going Roosters. I'm taking Finns, but I'm tipping Bulldogs. I'm taking Keels. I'm just straight out taking the Tigers. I'm fence sitting a little bit with this game, but I like the Dargans, and I'm going Sharkies. Ooh, how much are these going for now? Geez, they come down in price, $2,500. Where's my size? Size 13. $4,500. Glad I didn't buy them at $10,000. Everyone said they were going to go up. Please. Yeah, sorry for going on that tangent, lads, but my sneaker addiction. All right, lads, that's it. If you made it this far, you know what that means. You're an absolute legend. Thank you all so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you on the next one.